In 2021, I started having balance problems. So I talked to my doctor about it, and she suggested that we go do another MRI on my spine. Well, we had found that the tumor that was in my lower back originally had migrated up my spine and was 1.5 inches from my brainstem. In a week's time, he had me in surgery. While this was going on, I was worrying about my mortgage. You know, you have that worry constantly. I had to quit work. I had to file for disability because I couldn't keep my balance. Literally could not walk without falling. I didn't know what to do. I talked to a bunch of brothers here in the lodge. They're all like, well, apply for IMOS, apply for IMOS. Well, pride said, no, you don't want to do that. You know, I was raised to believe that you got to work for everything. You don't accept anything handed to you. You got to work for it. So I thought about it, and I got on the phone and called, and I talked to a guy named Ralph Hunt. We must have spent 2 hours on the phone filling out these applications. He's helping me fill it out. A few days after my surgery, I'm laying in the hospital, and I can't feel nothing but pain from my neck down. And my wife came in that morning, and her demeanor was a little different. So I asked her what was up, and she asked me if I knew a guy named Ralph Hunt. I'm like, yeah, he's with IMOS. He's the guy I've been working with, filling these forms out and everything. She said, well, he called me last night, and he told me that I needed to get all of our bills together and get them sent to him because IMOS is going to pay off all of our bills, including our mortgage. And I couldn't believe it. You're kidding me. She's like, no, I'm serious. I just literally started bawling because from that moment on, I didn't have that worry about where am I going to go when I get out of here? What am I going to do? How am I going to keep a roof over my family's head? I went into physical therapy a few days after that. I'm in there doing my physical therapy, and I just started singing, which lifted everybody else's spirits. My caseworker there told me that I was the first patient they ever had that sang all the way through therapy. But the good that I had done for everybody else there was undescribable. And the fact of the matter is, if it wouldn't have been for IMOS, I would have been just like everybody else. I would have been just sitting there just complaining about being in pain. IMOS is my lifesaver. They saved me.